Now we are going to study the rules for block diagram reduction. So first rule is combining the blocks in cascade. So you consider this diagram. So here you are having two blocks. This is block 1 and this is block 2. This is block 1 and this is block 2. The block 1 is having a gain of G1 and block 2 is having a gain of G2. The input signal what you are giving is nothing but A. So when it is passing through the block 1, the signal is multiplied with gain G1, so you are getting the output as AG1, and when it is passing to the block 2, it is multiplied with the gain G2, and the final output what you are getting is nothing but A into G1, G2. So what we are going to do is, we are going to combine these two into one block, and whose gain is nothing but the product of the individual gains of block 1 and block 2. What is the gain of block 1? G1. What is the gain of block 2? G2. So we are going to give the input as A, and the output what you are getting is nothing but A into G1, G2. Okay. So we are having two blocks in series or cascade who is having the gain of G1 and G2, and those two blocks are combined into only one block whose gain is nothing but the product of the individual gains. So we are combined into one block. Second rule is nothing but combining the blocks in parallel or combining feed forward path. Already I have explained what is meant by a forward path and what is meant by a feedback path. Forward path is nothing but when a signal travels from input to output, it is called forward path, and when a signal travels from output to input, it is called feedback path. Now you consider this diagram. Here you are having two blocks, that is G1 and G2, and those two blocks are in parallel. Okay, those two blocks are in parallel. These two blocks are in parallel, and each block is having, the first block is having a gain of G1 and second block is having a gain of G2. Now when these two are parallel, we can combine this block into one block having the gain of sum of these two individual gains. So the gain of this combined block is nothing but G1 plus G2. Now we are going for the third rule, moving the branch point ahead of the block. Ahead of the block is nothing but after the block. So moving the branch point after the block. So this is nothing but, you watch this diagram. So here you are having a block, and before the block you are having one branch point. So here the input is nothing but A, and when you are taking a point from this point before this block, the what your signal what you are getting here is A. Now what you are going to do is, you are going to shift this branch point after the block. So remember one thing, whenever the signal is passing through this block, the signal will be multiplied by this gain G. So the output what you are getting is nothing but A into G. So we are going to, what we are going to do, we are going to shift this branch point here. So if you take a branch point here, the thing what you are getting is nothing but AG. So actually what we have to get A only. So whatever we are getting at this point, we have to get here also, even though we are shifting. So in order to get this A, already what you are getting here AG. So if you divide this AG by a G, if you give you're getting AG. So what you have to do, you have to multiply this AG by 1 by G, or you have to divide this by G. So what you are getting, we'll be getting A. So when the branch pointing is moved ahead of this block, so the signal A is multiplied by 1 by G. So you have to add a block whose gain is nothing but 1 by G. Next is moving the branch point before the block. So here you are having a block and you are taking a branch point after the block. So the signal what you are having at this point is nothing but, or the output having at this point is A into G. Now what you are doing, you are going to shift this branch point here. So if you take the branch point, or if you shift this branch point here what is the signal what you are having? A, but actually what you have got at this point AG. So if you shift here, you will be getting only A, but actually what we have to get? AG. So you have to multiply it by a block having a gain of G. Okay. So this is a block, and after the block you are having a branch point and you are shifting this branch point before this block. So when you are shifting the branch point before this block, you have to multiply it by a G. Next, moving the summing point ahead of the block. You know what is meant by summing point? Summing point is used to do sum two or more signals. Okay. So you see this diagram. Here you are having a summing point which is receiving two inputs A and B, which is having, we have to add these signals A and B. So A plus B. Now we have to multiply, we are passing this signal or this output to a block having a gain of G. So the output is nothing but A plus B into G. So now what you are doing, we are going to move this summing point after this block. Okay. So you are having a block, this is G, and we are going to move this summing point after this block. So this is a summing point. Actual summing point, you are having B here, and here you are having A. So A, when multiply the output here, what you are getting is nothing but A plus B into G. The same output we have to get here also, even after moving the summing point ahead of the block. Okay, both are plus. Okay, so here we will be getting AG. So here we will be getting only B. So AG plus B. Now B is not getting multiplied by G. So what we have to do means, we have to add one block with a gain of G here also. So what we'll be getting is AG plus BG. So when you take G common, you'll be getting the same thing, A plus B into G. Okay. So this is the thing what you are getting when you are moving the summing point ahead of the block. So initially it is before the block, now we have taken it ahead of the block. Okay, so when you are taking ahead of the block, we have to multiply this A and B with a block having a gain of G. Okay, next one is moving the summing point before the block. So here you are having a summing point. Now you are the output what you are getting is nothing but AG plus B. The signal A is multiplied by G, but B is coming as itself. Okay, there is no change. So what you are going to do is we are going to move the summing point before the block. First we are plus here you are giving A, here you are giving B. Okay, now then you are adding the, so now what will be the output? Here the output is nothing but A plus B. When it is passing through this gain, you will be getting A plus B or AG plus BG. But actually what we have to get? We have to get AG plus B. So additionally what you are getting a G excess in the term B. So here you have to add one block having a gain of 1 by G. So you will be getting the same output. So here you are adding a block with a gain of 1 by G. Okay, so this is the thing what you are getting when you are moving the summing point before the block. Now interchanging summing point. So check this diagram. Here you are having two summing points. Okay, so the first summing point is receiving inputs from A and B, and the second summing point is receiving the input from C and from the output of the first summing point. So the final output is nothing but A plus B minus C. Now we are interchanging this summing point. Okay, now what you are doing is, for the first summing point we are taking the inputs A and C. So A is having plus and C is having minus. So the output of the first summing point is nothing but A minus C. And this output we are giving as an input to the summing point 2. And we are also giving B as a second input to the summing point 2. So the final output what you are getting is nothing but A minus C plus B, that is equal to A plus B minus C. Okay, this is nothing but interchanging of summing point. Next one, splitting of summing point. If you are having one summing point which is having 2 or 3 inputs, that we can split it into 2 or 3 summing points. Okay, so here you are having one summing point with 3 inputs, that we are splitting it into 2 summing points, one having 2 inputs and another one having one input. Okay, so in the first summing point you are considering this A and B, and the second summing point you are considering C. Okay, finally the output what you are getting are same. Combining summing points. Now if you are having 2 summing points, you can combine that 2 summing points into one summing point. Okay, next one, elimination of feedback loop. So if you are having a feedback loop like this, we can eliminate this. This is nothing but a positive feedback. And so if you are having a positive feedback, the transfer function what you are getting is nothing but G divided by 1 minus GH. And if you are having a negative feedback means if you are having a minus in this place, you will be getting G divided by 1 plus GH. So this is nothing but the if you are having a feedback loop like this, then we can reduce that loop into one block having a transfer function G divided by 1 minus GH for a positive feedback, and G divided by 1 plus GH for a negative feedback.